Well, I mean, this is it. This has to be the end, right? We're done here in Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones, because when we look at King's Landing, what do we see? None other than our house banner. House Goshawk sits on the Iron Throne. King Merryk, the Unlucky, my nephew. Now, we have a few options. There have been a lot of people in the comment section saying, you know, if we want to go for King's Landing, there's lots of different routes we can do that. We could get rid of Lucianta as the regent of the Iron Throne and put ourselves in her place. For whatever reason, we do lose 39 stress because we're honest. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because she is a bad person? Callous, generous, diligent, cynical? Doesn't seem that bad. I'm not entirely sure why we lose stress for overthrowing Lucianta as a regent. That's very bizarre. That's, of course, one action. We can declare ourselves regent. I believe we need to work around to the council first, but then we can do something with that afterwards. I think we can also petition him directly. Or maybe we have to petition the regent, which obviously she would probably say no to. Either way, there's so many different ways we can get into the Iron Throne outside of that. We can simply claim the title of the Iron Throne. 150 renown gives us the 7 kingdoms. So it doesn't give us the 7 kingdoms because we then have to go to war for it. But when we are sitting on an army of, 100,000, 111,000 people, because that includes his troops, so you'd have to take that out of the equation, it would be a very, very easy war, which our allies would win for us. They have a vested interest in that we are, of course, the one who broken most of those alliances. So that could be something we could pursue on that front. We can do it peacefully, without any Goshawk blood being shed through a couple of means. We can unlawfully designate him as our heir, because we're the head of our house, right? He becomes our designated heir. It costs us 1,500 prestige. It is tyrannical, because we are just arbitrarily saying this family member is our heir, disinherit everyone else, right? Or you know, shuffle around the succession. He's very happy about it, but the rest of our family would be very upset by that. Or, maybe even much more simply, we marry him to our eventual successor. So our primary heir is Robinrick. If Robinrick has a child, we marry them together, and maybe we just unify the house that way. Matrilineal, patrilineal doesn't matter. All that because it's the same house, right? All that matters is that it's our son's son. So if our son has a son, we'll of course end up playing as that character. And if that son's son just ends up being, you know, a relative of this character here, that's fine. It might take a few generations to pull that off, but that would be the most peaceful way to go about it without any more bloodshed. Because this guy, you know, the guy we're playing now, he isn't some great intrigue character, isn't some great monster, much as his predecessors were. So maybe we could do that. Or maybe we enjoy a few years of peace. I have re-enabled tournament notifications. A lot of people are saying, why won't you do that? I'm saving money to go to all these wars, to be honest with you. We're trying to keep things going. We've got, of course, dish out some titles here. We've got some land management to sort out. We might even want to build some buildings and things like that. So I want to keep a little money in the treasury. But now we've done that, we could host our own tournament. This seems like the type of character that might want to do that. So, I think we will keep Rosby as the capital. I think we'll probably give away a lot of this stuff over here. We got Briarcrest, our old capital. Look, I've got no love for Briarcrest. Strongmead, of course, our dynastic kind of historical seat. Even then, it's not very good. We haven't done anything with it. We haven't seen it for generations. You know, even our grandfather had never been to Strongmead, so maybe there's no point in keeping that one. Rollingfoot at least has that duchy building. So we might want to keep that and hold... Is that only active in your capital duchy, though? I really don't remember. I think as long as you hold the duchy title, it becomes active, right? Don't the title of Rosby. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and usurp that one. That's 250 gold down the drain, but I will be taking that if you don't mind. Is it just if the title's active, then? We'll re-enable next month. So if I move the capital over to that, I'm not going to do it, because, you know, it might be a pain in the ass. I presume that's fine, so we might want to keep Rollingfoot. Let's get rid of Briarcrest. My brother and admiral. Obviously quite dangerous lending our direct family members, but he seems trustworthy. The cynical, temperate, craven man. I don't think he would be, you know, rising up or anything like that. What about Eric? He's content and forgiving. He seems like a good knight. A good knight and a good brother and a good friend. Here, a title for you, my friend. Eric Goshawk became your vassal. We shouldn't land family members like this, but you know what? That's what the whole series has been about, right? What have we got over here, then? We've got Edge's Hold. No, thank you. Not for me. I'm going to give that one away very slowly. Your half-brother. Are you any good? Cynical, patient, wrathful, callous. You seem like a terrible person to land, Eric Rick. Eric Goshawk, your brother and admiral. You know what, brother? Have some land. And we've got Red Bend. Which of these are the worst? Like, White Plate and Greenswood are both pretty terrible. Okay, let's give those away, then. I'll stick to family members. Goose. The poor boys had nothing. You can have that one. This is a horrible idea. I'm well aware it's a horrible idea. This family has suffered. And it's betrayed itself. Look, I think it did come out that Ansaric murdered somebody, right? As far as I recall, he was a known murderer. Yeah, he was. And I'm pretty sure that was a member of the Cargyll dynasty, our dynasty. So we're going to make up for that. We're not going to be beholden to the sins of our grandfather there. Let's give away Greenswood as well. Shit, are there any more Cargylls left? We want to re-land them? Oh no, they are dead. I have killed them all. Okay, well, never mind. I suppose that happens. Right, let's sort by maybe like good characters of our dynasty who are unlanded. Merryk, my nephew. Merryk, who's your father, Merryk? Goose of Whiteplate. I've just landed him. Let's have a look and see if there's anyone else not in line to get anything. I mean, Alias Rick. That's not bad. I think my half-brother. You know what? Let's give him some land. He's the only one that won't cause issues if he... I really should be marrying them off first, of course, just so they don't marry back into the dynasty like distant cousins and titles start to accumulate and that type of thing. But I'm going to trust them. I think it's much more interesting if we don't manage every single aspect. What do I want to give you? I think it was Greenswood, right? Here you are. Rick, for you, my friend. And then we just got to give one more away. Rollingford again. We've got that duchy building. Give away Strongmead? It's worse in everywhere than Red Bend, but you know what? Strongmead's the classic. We're keeping it. Robin Smythe. This guy's a very kind of... I think I've been portraying him as a chivalrous character, but given that he's cynical and ambitious, he's not maybe the knight that I think a lot of us have been led to believe. A lot of people saying this guy should be doing tournaments. You know, he's a knight. He should be going into those type of things. Honestly, I don't think he really is. A cynical, ambitious, calm man? He's only going to join it because he is a knight, and I mean, he has very good prowess. That would be a reason to it, right? To test himself more than anything. So maybe the ambition will play into that. Let's give this away, though. Let's just give this away, and let's just give this away to somebody half decent. There you are, Robin. Robin, my friend, enjoy. Robin Smythe, great name, powerful name. Okay, well, let's solve that problem. We got Rosby, Strongmead, and Rollingford. 2 duchy capitals and Strongmead. I like that. I think that's a good combination. We could spend a little cash over here and build a duchy building if we wanted to. What have we got going on in Rosby? Were these the tournament grounds I was working on? Grand Tournament Archery Contest minus 50%. Grand Tournament Joust minus 50%. Winter Granary, Simple Earthworks Vineyard. And then in Strongmead. Strongmead was going to be for hunting. That's right. I remember. Okay. Have we got anything else that helps with hunting? Or maybe we convert Rosby to having... Maybe convert Rosby to having some Grand Tournament stuff. Because that's what this guy is into. That's kind of his modus operandi. Then in the other place we go for profit. Because we'll need some money to be able to pay for all this stuff, right? Is there anything else that helps with hunting? Reduces the success chance. We don't want that one. What is that? Grand Tournament. Windmills? Windmills are very good. They're so goddamn good. We might have to build some of those. Because that way we can at least pay for some of the hunts as well, right? Building construction costs down by 30% at the highest level. I feel like by the time you've got watermills, it's already too late. By the time we've got, like, Watermills 8, the minus 30% construction cost is going to be totally irrelevant. I think they're a trap. Workshops, not really relevant. Triple Godswood. Okay, let's go for the windmills then. They're very, very good. Get Strongmead upgraded. And then this one will start converting into tournament grounds. Let's see what our money is looking like when all of this kind of ticks back up. We've got to wait for the next month, right, for the calculations. Hello. I'm on my way through a courtroom when a scuffle at its far end draws my attention. Strapping man is being advanced upon by my guards, only for their weapons to clatter to the floor in a blink of an eye. Stranger flourishes his sword in salute to me. My lord, I find myself without a liege to serve, and judging from your protection here, you could do with my help. 28. Oh, is he a Bravosi sword singer? Oh, order member. Becco serves in a militarized holy order. This seems like somebody who's going to try and convert us. Rather my knights worship the 7. Well, you don't because you're cynical. Man of your talents, absolutely. Why would a cynical, ambitious prowess man gain stress for turning away clearly a very talented knight? No, you know what? I'm going to take this because it's within his character. He will probably try and convert us. Would this guy care? Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Bear in mind, we are, again, a kingdom of the faith of the 7 because we've got rid of Rylock at this point, which I'm sure a lot of people are quite happy with. Oh, yikes. Castellan Harold, he looks very stressed. Poor guy. Well, you got a lot to manage all of a sudden. Right, let's see what we're looking like in terms of cash then. Elsaric. Elias Rick. Your son. A rational gentleman. Very good. What's he being educated in here? Ooh, yikes. Stewardship. Probably a bit more appropriate. I love him the way he is. Oh. Well, that's nice. Symbolism over accuracy is hurt or leave him out of the work. Okay, yeah. Okay, how should we address the unflattering appearance of him? They're trying to carve him into a... You know what? I love him the way he is. That's fine. Because he's got dwarfism. I suppose it counts as for one of those event possibilities. For saying that you love him the way he is. That's nice, though. I like that. Lady Lorena is going to have another child. Okay. As for the Seven Kingdoms, let it cook. You spent a long time at war. We spent a long time just kind of messing around for a while. Messing around as in landing our house on the Iron Throne. But we've been very heavily entrenched for what I feel like is a long time. Let's give it some breathing room, huh? Let's give it some breathing room and let's just live life. What about the people who rebelled against us? We could revoke their titles, and they will have to give it up. Cynical, honest, ambitious, calm. Can we... let's negotiate his release here. Let's see what he can offer us. Gain a hook. He will accept. Of course he'll accept. I think that's a good idea. Kick him out, but he has to owe us. Let's do that. I think that's okay. Let's do... can I modify their... and then we could... Yeah, I suppose we could modify their contracts afterwards. What do you believe in? Oh, Ironborn. Right. I was going to say, that looks a bit bizarre. Okay, let's negotiate the release on you as well, then. Demand conversion as well. That seems like a good idea. Okay, there we are. I'm happy with that. Oh, Master of Arms of the Iron Throne. You don't say. Thank you. Appreciate that, my nephew, King Merryk. That's very kind of you. Horde Guard can be reinstated. Oh, God, we've got so much to do. Should I deal with some of this, Oh, Becco can be called the Horde Guard. That's fun. Let me quickly go through that and tidy up all of this. I think we'll just ransom all of these people at this point. That's not really such a big deal, huh? We've dealt with the problematic ones. We'll modify these contracts, too, I suppose, to... drop troops right to the bottom and get cash? For any other character, it would make some sense, but this time I don't think it does. Okay, everything is tidy and solved and ready to go. We got some money back from doing ransoms and that type of thing. I don't know if we're expecting any... No responses to any messages. Do we need to meditate in seclusion? Why not? Honestly, let's give it a go. Moderately challenging. Oh, but this is the one that makes you travel for a while. No, we're too busy for the timing. We've got a lot of stuff to deal with here. Towards a confidant. Let's lose a little stress. It's also his wife. So I think that's just a nice thing to have going. A soulmate that, again, the game kind of threw at us before then. You can negotiate an alliance with your nephew, Lord Eric. You know what, Lord Eric? Fine. By all means, thank you. And then King Merryk will absolutely not accept. Minus 414, difference in military strength, minus 320. Fair enough, that's fine. Create an accolade. Do we want to make an accolade? Well, if any character is going to do it, I think that Ansric the Shield of Rosby would be. Ooh, Joffrey, you're good. 18. Are you like a good man, though? No. God, they're not very good, are they? Master Simon. Politica. What does that give? Courtly vassal, opinion minor vassal, opinion minor landholder opinion. The highest level gives diplomacy. Not that we'll ever get there. Mentor. Number of captains +1. Actually, I think that's way more useful. I think a bit more appropriate for this guy. What else have we got? Huntmaster. Ooh. Hello. Let's swap those over. Yes, there you are. My friend, enjoy. Huntmaster is quite cool. I like that a lot. Does that mean they need the hunter trait before they can be given this rank? Either way, that's fun. So we always gain 15% of Venator trait experience. Okay, fair enough. Fine. What are you called? The Banner of the Seven Who Are One. That is just god-awful. I'm going to call you, what are we called? The Shield of Rosby? Let's call you the Shield of the Hunt. There you go. Very simple. It's saved this time, okay? We're all good. That one's saved, and it's perfect. I'm ready to go. We still needed a successor for the Hawk Guard, but that's fine. So what do we get as a benefit for being your Master at Arms, then? Martial lifestyle experience up by 20%. Army gold maintenance minus 20%. Prowess +4. Maybe it's time for that grand tournament after all, eh? I will admit, I'm not a big fan of the tournaments. I will admit, I'm not a big fan of any of the travel events in Crusader Kings 3. Once you've done them once, that's kind of it. They're very, very similar every single time. The tournament at least gives you... gives you some story threads you can pull on, right? Chivalry focus. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. I like that a lot. And then we'll just go do a bunch of tournaments whenever they become available to us. Forget about the seclusion now. You're fine. Train for a tournament. We should be doing that all the time now that the warfare is done and we've effectively, quote-unquote, won. And then you turn to the right. Master Simon yells while dealing a powerful blow to my sword that takes me a couple of steps back. Then we'll go gentle on you in the tourney, my lord, he says, drying the sweat from his forehead. It's possible we can become strong from this. 13% chance we become strong. That would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, well, let's give it a go then. What's our prowess? 39. We might also get well-trained. We might get wounded. Okay, you get well-trained. What was that? Temporary +1 prowess? That's something. In fact, I don't even think it was. I think it's just the... Oh, it is just the glory opinion. Oh, no. No babby has been formed with Lady Lorena. Well, to be fair, you do have a lot of babby already. Maybe you should slow it down a little bit. This is already more kids than we can keep track of. 2 of which are regents, apparently. Queen DeSantis, because they keep marrying disgusting old men. I'm flipping Harold the Castellan over to negotiating vassals. Let's get a little bit of money going here. What are you doing? You're collecting taxes. You are protecting trade. That's all good with me. I think this is all fine. Making 9 gold per month, which is okay for a guy. Bear in mind, my last character had so much more stewardship, so it's not as bad. We've got lower tax, right? But you got to bear in mind that last guy was very, very good. Wife's giving a huge amount of stewardship as well, +8 in total. So that's very nice of her. Appreciate that, wife. Okay, I think host a tournament in celebration. How much can we? How much is it going to be if we want to go full send here? We want a melee, I think. We want an archery because it's cheaper. What was the other thing I had? A joust, I think. Not really sure. We should probably pick a particular... What does that one give? Foot and horse. It's going to give bow. That one's going to give horse and foot as well. So those are definitely 2 good ones to go for. Okay. 180. Let's go good accommodations. And then for the prize, 360. Man, it's worth going for because I think we've got a good chance of winning this. And if we get some armor out of it, that'll be a massive benefit to my guy. Intent is triumph. Absolutely it is. Should we just save up a little bit more? Very roundabout way of trying to get a good artifact, but that could definitely do it. Let's hold out then. Let's hold out. Get a few more months to save up. That's no problem. We might get some events in the meantime. You know what? I think at the very bare minimum, we should work our way up to regent, shouldn't we? How do we do this? How do we become regent? I think there has to be... What was the other one? It was like depose, right? Where was that again? I've lost all of my buttons. I think we have to go to the regent proper. Overthrow regent. It's only a 14% success chance. Oh, now we're gaining 26 stress because we're honest. It's because we like her. We do like her a lot. That's the thing. I don't think it's in his character to overthrow. This is his sister, his beloved sister. They both have a super high opinion of one another. And she's clearly not doing a terrible job. And this is her son. I just feel like our honorable... If we're calling him that, our honorable knight wouldn't do such a thing. He's not necessarily honorable, of course, but I just don't think it's within his character to take that power. And I'll be honest, it would make a terrible regent. He's okay at diplomacy, for sure. I just think she's fine where she is for now. Ooh! Picking up a padded sword for my sparring match with my son Robin Rick. I noticed a tattered journal on the sideboard. Ooh! Greatly increases martial education focus. So Robin Rick's on martial, and then our other son and heir was on... Am I going mad? Martial? I didn't put him on martial, did I? I thought I put him on intrigue in the end. Oh, I didn't choose, and he's flipped back to martial. Am I going mad? How strange. I thought I kept him on intrigue, but I guess not. Oh, I'm not complaining about that. No. Okay, further him then. That's fine. I prefer him to be martial at this point when we are within striking distance of the Iron Throne. There's lots of things we can do with that. Again, not so much we can do as a much smaller lord besides swallow up kind of nearby titles, but this is interesting. I swore I put him on intrigue. Am I going insane? Maybe I didn't actually click it in the end. Maybe I didn't actually confirm it. Because I did say something like, well, we'll see how he comes out when he turns 6. Maybe I just got distracted and totally forgot to finalize that. Well, it's a stroke of luck anyway. Any maester of this citadel is welcome in my halls. Yeah, I bet you are. Sorry, I burnt my mouth earlier and it's very hard to speak today. Whilst walking in the corridor, I ran into my guest Osmond. I noticed that he had a link of copper on his chain. We began talking at length about history. Well, that's so lovely. Each link in the chain is a different piece of history that they've studied. I think a Valyrian steel link is magic, right? Something like that. I think that was the rarest one. Is it time for a break from Elsaric's routine lesson plan? I didn't make you intrigued, did I? No, these kids are good. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we're getting a break from intrigue for a little while, especially because a large round we can do much more with other things at this point. Learning our intrigue. No, you know what? Discover who you are on your own. There's horrible rumors about this house's history, and obviously Ansric is going to be aware of that, and he's really broken the mold. Curses! Those accursed children, my son... Eliasric and his compatriot Grover from the Muppets, who caught red-handed having snuck into the armory. Don't they know that weapons are dangerous? Springing into action to save your friend is admirable. Do you want to give Eliasric impatient? Or you should have kept playing Grover as expendable. Oh, dear. What do you think? Impatient or arbitrary? Arbitrary is -2 stewardship, and if we're training a stewardship kid, impatient isn't necessarily good either, but you know what? Fine. It's commendable. He would see it as commendable that he's saving a comrade. The outcome of it, I think, is irrelevant, and that's how we're gonna go for that from the future. Osmond has come before me before he returns to his journey, thanking me profusely for my generosity and hospitality. Oh, this is so nice. Well-known dynasty because we were kind to this maester. General opinion +10. That's actually very powerful. No matter how formidable my soldiers are, if they run out of provisions while on campaign, they will certainly know better than trained squirrels. Accustomed to foraging for 5 years. We're not probably going to be going to war again anytime soon. So let's go for the one that gives us the martial lifestyle experience, I suppose. He's ambitious. He definitely want to try and make this as grand a plan as possible. Boom, very nice. Going through the reams of financial ledgers, I was able to pick a group of merchants scattered around the countryside, which I knew would be dependable. Very good. Well-provisioned army for 5 years. You just have to accept I can't read today. The reading's fine. It's the talking that's the problem, which is a massive problem when this is, all I do all day. Strategist. Martial +3. That is so good. People were saying I'm sleeping on the gallantry and I should go back to that. Of course, that gives marriage acceptance benefits, right? Which is very powerful. And that's definitely a way that we can kind of go back to tradition somewhat. Without having to become an evil piece of shit in the process. I think Gallant suits him. I think Gallant suits him quite well. Then after that, what do you think? August? Patriarch, maybe? Maybe even whole of body. Physical training for our warrior man. Anatomical studies. Wants to make himself as strong as possible. Totally natty, of course, but it would help him win a few tournaments here and there. Hello, Lucas Borrow, goodbye. And Rayella Black Goose, distant family member, of course. Our guy doesn't know that. There we are, 601. Still don't pay for itself. Unlock road to 10 gold per month now, very nice. Oh, hello. To blindly chase a wild creature, launching arrow after arrow or spurning even harder. Ever harder. Should I try that one again? Futile, laughs Master Simon of Grainstead, my renowned knight. Beasts can be cunning. They sent the stalker on approach. Scatter before the hunting pack and turn violent when cornered. Bring down quarries means knowing them in their wilderness well, and once the horn is sounded, never relenting. To the chase, we just randomly gain the hunter trait. That's so good. Not complaining about that at all. And it's very appropriate for this character. And of course, his father was an avid hunter. Right? So it makes sense that these things all come full circle. We should head to Strongmead at some point and have a hunt, but with 8 more gold, if I'm not mistaken, that is now enough to cover our tournament. I'll let it tick once more just so that we can get the... There we are. Oh! Lord Goodwin's having a grand tournament. Never mind. Someone else is paying for it. Great news. Where are we heading to? The Stormlands. North Stormlands. That's fine. No dangers along the way. Do we even need a mountain guide and a forest guide? Not really. I think we'll be all right without them. Might as well penny pinch where we can. Your best caravan master? Aptitude Port. Becco. My friend Becco. Welcome. Let's get going. We've got a grand tournament to attend. And we arrived without any events whatsoever. I can't wait for the tournament to start. Me neither. This looks fantastic. So, meet the other contestants or sabotage. That means an honest man, he wouldn't do that. Maintain your artifacts. Get new clothes or improve your weaponry. Tournament grounds. Spending time here will increase your progress to victory. We do need to qualify. County control, popular opinion, the temple is faith. When he's cynical, we'll never go there. That's reducing stress. We don't need to worry about that. Tournament grounds all in then, I think. My knight stands before me. Assemble for the day's training. Their attendants laden with kit. Lord Eric and myself stand before all. Lord Eric, my nephew. Not the nephew that's the king. You're thinking of Merryk. This is Eric, not Merryk. Not Ansaric. Or the other ones. Don't worry about it. Knights, do you know... what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, urges Eric. Together we represent the Lord. Let us together prepare for our glories. You know what would help? If they spoke in actual real English and not fantasy nonsense? You get the trait Hasteluda. Ooh. Knights, prove your keenness both of eye and mind. Or watch our opponents learn their weaknesses. Captain score increases moderately. We increase moderately. 7 stress because we are ambitious and honest, and the Hawk Guard gains 25 glory. I love the goose on his armor there. That's great. Hasteluda, you know what? We'll get it. 3 Hasteluda might not help us in the meantime. Best them all, Eric. Now. Eric may get an impressive nickname. Ooh, I do like that one. Give everyone something to gawp at. Defend yourself. Let's go with the top one, because I think it suits the character the most. That seems good. We lose a little stress. We gain a little glory. Boom. We're on course to qualify. Yes, we are. We're basically there already, but let's see how it goes here. Triumph. We've got to win. We've got to win at all cost. I want some armor, damn you. Food and drink is abundant in the tournament to the delight of the attendees. 3 presents in particular seem to be sharing what looks like an entire keg of wine. Their blind drunk should be trivial to rile them up. Disgusting. Join you for a cup of mead. They may share some secrets, but it's quite possible that we will... I feel like he's quite a traditional man. Let's call him that. Not necessarily a good knight, but I think he's quite traditional in his approach. Disgusting. Move on. Filthy, disgusting peasants. And here we are. We did qualify. It's time to show the world my skill. There should be some QTEs here. To actually be shooting. Vowed myself I would win a contest in this tournament. I cannot but consider a less fair approach. No. Oh, because we're ambitious. Oh, God. So we either lose stress because we're honest, or we lose stress because we're ambitious. This is a guy who was desperate to prove how good he was. Lord Stevron Hightower, 55 prowess. We are going to get rocked by him. 43, 53. Stevron is the problem here. Go for it. I sought to sabotage his bow. Just as I was about to take my leave, my careful work moments from the competition, I turned out to find his attendant mouth agape. Before I could react, he rushed off to tell his master, we've been disqualified. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. It's the worst outcome. Oh. I watched with the practiced eyes. Stevron begins his approach towards the targets. First shot flies true and third time. The second was more wayward, much more wayward. A shrill cry, an ungodly scream pierces the air. It landed indeed in Alan of Proudwell. It's not my concern whatsoever. Not my concern, I'm sorry. Okay. So, hang on. What's happening here? Oh, we can sabotage him again. The crowd murmurs placidly as Andros takes his mark. I fancy I catch a few words on the wind. And clearly so does Andros. He turns somewhat to petulantly and addresses the crowd. Silence! Have some damn respect for the competitors. Few titters come from a response. Are we going to start coughing? We lose stress because we're honest. Oh. No. No, you've already been embarrassed once. Just keep your head down. I thought we were disqualified. I thought we were disqualified, but we're still in. We're disqualified from the first round, perhaps. Oh, God. I'm one with my bow. We just need to take a gamble at this point then, huh? Moderately, 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 or slightly. Okay, I'm one with my bow. It's a prowess and martial challenge, which we are fantastic at. Fire. I step forward. Knock, aim, draw, loose. The end is at hand. One last knock. I don't think we won. I'm sad to say I don't think we won by this very sad painting. Damn, what a shocker. The best man won. We didn't even get in the top 3. Good lord. I will show them next time. Yes, you will. Okay, we've got to qualify briefly. Let's turn the speed down while we're here. Anything that will increase our score, forget about the rest. I should study their technique. Yes, please do. Boom. Okay. You're currently guaranteed to qualify. Very good. How can you be currently guaranteed? That doesn't sound like a guarantee if it's only currently. Well, never mind. Let's jump forward very carefully, very, very carefully. We want to make sure that we are hitting every single event that we get the ability to do so. And we're going to go all in on the tournament grounds. Ooh, experience in falconing. They're doing a little hunting on the tournament grounds. Excellent entertainment, double or nothing, or I don't have time for this. He's a calm man, and he is into hunting, so you know what? Let's do it. If we're guaranteed to qualify, I think we'll be all right there. Can't visit there again, so you know what? Go. All in. Glory will be ours. Good luck, friends. Oh, God. Oh, good lord. There's 0% chance of that one. Good. A yank from my saddle by a polearm, I stagger upright, my head ringing. My apologies for the rough landing, says Devon, but we're not taking any chances. Three of them all heavily armed. Their aim is clear. I'm a high-value target, one that will bring them great riches in ransom. Stand back, these 3 are mine. A 0% chance of us triumphing over them. Now have at them. 99% chance we catch them unawares. Boom. Oh, God, it's not enough quite yet. Exhausted, I stagger into the austere comforts of a refuge. All around me are competitors from both sides, armor rent and twisted. Oh, God, beckon over to the cellar. Get some food and drink for 80 gold. Bloody hell. Gather round, you lot. We can give them a rousing speech. Team score increases. Should we give them a rousing speech? Your words restore their vigor. Okay. I will win a soldier's victory. We've got a martial and prowess challenge. Sorry, I'm not going to read every single event. I've read them 100 times before, so apologies for that if you haven't seen them, but They're all the same. Combined martial and prowess, 74% of your score increasing greatly. Yes, please do. I don't think we're going to win this one, team. I'm sorry to say it. One more push. Maybe. We did not win. Okay, this is not much of a shocker. This is all good practice when we win our own tournament. Oh, what a chaotic sport. We're just like nothing compared to these people. 53 prowess, 19 martial. Good lord. What a chaotic sport. Well, that's it then. That's the end of the tournament. What a great occasion. Lord Abros became the owner of a prized brooch. Lord Ammon became the owner of some prized armor, which is very good. Getting the bolster garrison, the Hasteluder experience. What a great occasion. You know what? I think he probably had fun, even though we did absolutely nothing of value. And now we're getting, there's a duel. Okay, we will duel this man. We'll kick his ass and get him the 75 prestige. Thank you. Home we go. We've learned a lot, I think. We've learned a lot. Not interested. He's cynical. We don't need our future being told. Lordship of the Gauntlet. Oh, we're going to have a look and see if we can improve our own terrain from this. 87% chance we get some improved pastures back in Rosby. And we did. Very good. And here we are. Home sweet home. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't expect much. I'm not going to act like that was some great loss for him. He's a very average fella. Robin Rick Goshawk as a squire. Lord Edwell. No, it's okay. I'll find a better one. This is my son and heir, thank you. And his marshal is coming out well. We've done stuff to improve his education. Maybe I should find him a better educator now that he is Eric. Eric isn't bad, but surely we can find someone better. Have the child study a language. Please do. That seems good. What else can I do with him? Let's give him to someone to be squired. That seems like a good start. And let's also have you educate somewhere. Sorry, I need to find a better child. Or maybe if he is the best option, he can go right back. Oh, we are probably the best option. 20 martial, highest. Damn. Becco is like slightly better at us than martial, but worse in learning. Shit, maybe we are the best option. I'm going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it, and we're going to educate him then. Fine. That's okay. That's fine by me. Gives us a little more fine control. Might be a gamble. We'll immediately send him off to university as well if we can. I think we have to play as him, though, don't we? Hello. The slow High Septim will give us a claim on the High Lordship of Darkharrow. Where is that? No, thank you. I'm all right. We've already had the tournament. I think we need a bit more practice first. Let's go on a hunt. Let's go on a hunt. I think that's good. Let's go on a hunt in Strongmead if we can. That'd be nice. That seems like a much better event. What do we want? Lots of attendance. Increase the success chance. Big party size. I think that's fine. 105 gold. And we want to slay the beast. Absolutely. Absolutely we do. We don't really need a caravan master, but that's okay. Let's go over. Start the hunt. Already a 32% success chance. I'm interested to see who's invited. Lord Robert of Hesterplate. Your vassal and best friend. Robert of Hesterplate. I didn't even know this guy. Robert Gotwick. When did you become friends with him? I don't even remember him. And then we've got Daron Boxhorn of some random bastard dynasty. Harold. We all love Harold. Oh, God, a lot of people have turned up. Donald's here. That's good. Eric, Oswin, Ericric, Robin, Tristan, Joffrey. All of our vassals, basically, in our close family members. This is going to be an easy hunt, I think. 50% chance off the bat. Seek a boar. Go for a wolf. Flush out a fox. Or I came to hunt a stag. I think we've got to go for the boar. Let's go for it. He's ambitious. We've always got to go for the highest. My courtier Edgar is crouched on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking poppies. Picking poppies? Get up, Edgar. Are you practicing witchcraft? No, get on your horse. We've got things to fight. Poachers here in the Lord's Forest. They huddled together as I rode it with my guards, making a poor job of the dead stag behind them. We did not do this. Please, have mercy, glorious Lord. They will hang and their villages will pay. Oh, God. With its modifier active, your hunt success chance will be slightly better in this county. We get extra taxes, but our popular opinion is lower. You will seem to be excellent bowmen. Poacher training. We lose 20 stress because we're ambitious, but we also gain 10% extra experience for hunting. Again, I think he's quite a traditional man. Hang them. Hang them now. My Admiral Daron is the first to shop its sharpened tusks. The powerful boar is hard to distinguish. Absolutely. This method is more perilous. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're ambitious. Calm but ambitious really does work against one another, but no. I think we play the ambition aspect. God damn it. We can't keep up with the blaster beast. It darts and weaves through the dense undergrowth, squealing wildly. Scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket, the boar is gone. We've failed. We've failed. God damn you. 65% chance, and we ruined it. Recent hunts in strongly, minus 210. God damn you. We lost a lot of stress there. Good God. And we also get a lot of prestige, too. I think whenever the hunt comes off of cooldown, we do it. I think that's absolutely worth going for. That can be something we can lean into with this guy. Say hunt, notify me when it becomes available. We can do it immediately again, I presume. Just somewhere else. Courtship. Romance and elope. Ooh. That's less useful immediately, so we'll move on. Honestly, with this guy, maybe not with this guy, because he's getting up there in years a bit, right? 46. How about with his son? We look at some of these additional focus traits added by whatever mod that is. I can't remember the name of it. But they're all in the description. They're all in the they're all down below if you want to go and have a look. What if we just go for like full prowess build? That might be fun. Martial +3, prowess +2. Vanguard, is this one specifically prowess +4? That's bloody good. Sentinel, prowess +3. Whoa. Because again, I think this guy might be a little bit on the old side of things. Especially to be changing kind of this focus here. The issue with these, of course, is we don't get the bonus experience, as far as I know, from taking them. I don't think that Martial will apply to prowess after all. That could be a lot of fun. Then we could really do some tournaments, right? Oh man. I think we leave this guy how he is for now. Let's focus on making Merryk as good as possible. And again, if we want to take King's Landing, we can do that. But I just don't think it suits this man. And I'm not sure I'm really interested in that, because then the game becomes, okay, we've got the Iron Throne. Let's take the Mountain of El, let's take the Trident, let's take the Rock, let's take the Ridge, take the Dawn, take the Stormlands, etc. I just don't think that's particularly interesting. What? Well, that was unexpected. You become the new head of the Cargyll, then we got assassinated. As I'm enjoying my dinner with a full cup of wine, I feel a curious sensation in my throat. It doesn't take long before I'm clawing up my neck trying to breathe, to scream, to get any air past my swollen and bleeding throat. As my consciousness fades, who were his rivals? It was the Queen in the Riverlands was his rival. Do you think she had him assassinated? As the consciousness fades, I see that there's blood and skin under my nails. I'm going to have to wash that off. How unseemly. You were murdered by an unknown assailant. Oh my God, I was not expecting that. Just as we started to raise up the dynasty's average lifespan, it starts plummeting again. Oh, come on. Well. Jesus. Lord Paramountcy of Dragonstone. House Valerian, we're given that. Well, that's quite good. And who are you that gives us an alliance there? Lady Rayella, the Laughing Seahorse of Dragonstone. Right, okay. So it's the niece of the current King of Dragonstone. Interesting. They have converted to the Red God, which might be a little bit strange. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? Okay, well, here we are. Lord Merryk of the Blackwater Rush. Wow. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Should we make Rosby our primary title? I feel like we should, given that we've only got Rollingfoot over there, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and flip that over. Make primary. Yes, please. That's so strange. I didn't think... I thought he was such an innocuous man. And now he's immediately gone. Well, there we go. That's life, I suppose, in Game of Thrones, eh? We're still Dynasty Head. We can still do things against Merryk if we want to. We could still potentially work our way up there. I think we'll see how this character comes out. What is he? Impatient, paranoid, callous, honest? What a mess of a character. Callous, paranoid, impatient, but honest. He's not a scheming man, but he certainly might be somebody wanting to take the Iron Throne for himself. Rowdy consecrated blood. Obviously, we're being educated as a squire. We're doing pretty well on that front. Bizarre. I never expected that in 1,000 years. It's kind of thrown me off a little bit. Okay. Well, fair enough then. Here we are. Little Merryk. I'm hoping we can get that level 4 education with him, and then maybe go to university to get the level 5 education. That would be the superb outcome. And then we'll see what his character looks like at that point, and then we'll pick a life path. Maybe he will just be a tournament goer, and we really, really send it with one of those alternate life paths, which of course you can't see right now. Or maybe we do set our eyes back on the prize and we take the Red Keep. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. I'm all ears. Thank you all for joining me today here in A Game of Thrones. A very unexpected succession. Hopefully tomorrow I will be able to read and speak and we can carry on a bit more normally. So shame all those... I spent the first quarter of the episode discussing the plans that all went right into the bin, but that's just how things go, huh? Thank you to the executive producer patrons for allowing me to produce all the content that I produce. Thank you to John Viro, Captain Elk, A Red Demon, Under the Couches, Kende Ajdu, Selfish Ghost, Kia Vaca, Kana Ashbel, Grebe, Cake Hardware, Flexball, Cicere, Cuddles, Cesium, Loki, Fellas, Quiz, The Chicken, Matman, Peter Sorossi, Ghosty, The Cheese King 21, Ryan Duffy, Galupo, Toomgi, and Akrana for their support at those executive producer tiers. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And a thank you to Daniel Bauman, Ugami, Metbar, Vladislav Shatulski, What Would Stalin Do, Trash Panda Paladin, Glizo, Joe Herman Horgel, John, Kathleen Boyer, Sam Kears, Baconomics, Jelly Jiggler, Sierra Matthews, and Mickey J187 as well. Goodbye. I'm kind of excited to be playing a younger character for a change, because it means we get to kind of mold him from the get-go, right?